loves, and welcome back to another video here on this channel. So today I'm really excited to be sharing with you all my me made makes that I've made so far this year in 2024. I'm very aware that my last video was such a long time ago, but I have still been sewing and I thought I would share with you all the bits that I've been making the last few months that's on my rail here. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. As always, I'm going to start with what I'm wearing right now. It's still very cold in the UK, even though it's June, which is crazy. So I'm having to wear a little bit of a cardigan. But this dress you would have seen on my Mauritius holiday of me made items. So I'll link that up and down below. But yeah, this is a lovely, gorgeous chiffon dress. Self-drafted, made from this lovely chiffon fabric. I have popped a little slip underneath to avoid any flashing, but yeah, it is really gorgeous and I love wearing this in the summertime when the weather's a little bit better. I would probably say it's the most similar to the Sicily slip dress. If you want to make something with a natural sewing pattern, then I would suggest that. But this one I draped on my mannequin, and yeah, it was one of my first chiffon makes, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. Going over to my rail here, I'm not going to do it in any particular order. So I'm going to start with this lovely little number here. Now, if you're an absolute OG of this channel, you would remember the first ever fabric haul that I did was with this fabric. And I was always just so scared to cut into it because I just really loved it so much because it's so soft. But I finally made a dress out of it, and just look how gorgeous it is. I've made this using the New Look K6680 sewing pattern, which looks like this. And it's definitely more of a faux wrap design because it's a case of crisscrossing here and attaching the bottom waistline. But I do like that because I do have a couple of wrap dresses that can peek open now and then. So this is really good to have. The sleeves are lovely and long, and as you can see, it's quite a nice simple design if you've not sewn with jersey before, because there's no awkward armhole. It's all kind of a bat wing style, and I've done an elasticated sleeve on the edge with a zigzag stitch. But yeah, I wear this dress so much. It's just below the knee, so I can't actually fit it all on the camera, but I wear this to work a lot, and it's great for every season, to be honest. You can wear it with tights in the winter and wear it without tights in the summer, and because you can roll the sleeves up with the elastic, it's really nice and airy. I have my lovely little handmade label on there. But yeah, I really love this, and actually I would really recommend the sewing pattern. I did think it was quite an easy make for a jersey design. One thing I would say, and I remember being a bit of an issue, is the reason why that's gathered is that this was very far over, almost to a point where it almost cut off the neck circulation. So I would just bear that in mind, just to maybe make the curve a little bit less dramatic if you want a bit more of a plunging neckline. So yeah, that would be my only recommendation with that, but it is a really good make for a jersey newbie, mainly because of the sleeves. It's less fiddly, and yeah, really love this one. Now, my next make is a pair of pyjamas, which is made out of this really lovely, really good quality jersey fabric. It has an interlocked inner layer, which is just gorgeous. This has been through the washing machine so many times, and it just comes out looking absolutely fab. I've done a little slit down the side with a nice little rolled hem, and again, obviously not forgetting the little label. I love labels. And I've made matching culotte styled trousers, which are kind of wide legged. They do have pockets, but if you watched my last video for my me made May pledges, I will be making an adjustment on these just because I feel like the pockets are a little bit too bulky. But otherwise I love them. I've made these using one of my all-time favourite patterns, and I would say if you're a newbie to sewing and you don't have many patterns, or you know someone who wants to start sewing and you want to give them one sewing pattern. It's the New Look K6461, because I've made so many items, tops, bottoms, everything using the sewing pattern, and I've made both of these with that sewing pattern. So I couldn't recommend that sewing pattern any more highly. This fabric is also really gorgeous. However, I don't think I can get hold of this anymore, but I will double check, and if I do find it, I'll link it down below. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely quality jersey. So yeah, love this. Great for summer, winter, because it's quite thick. And yeah, one of my faves. Now, this is probably one of my least favourite makes so far. This was made also with the same pattern as the last one, which was the K6461. But I was trying to be clever and didn't put a neckline on it because I hadn't quite decided. Sewed it without doing a neckline and kind of left it quite rustic. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I mean, it is a really nice long sleeve top in general if I just follow the instructions, but I didn't. But yeah, I mean, it is a nice top, but I do need to sort the neckline out on this. So if you have any ideas on what you think would look nice with this, then do let me know. I think I was expecting it to be a little bit more fitted than it is, and I think that's the bit that's bothering me the most. But I did really want to use this thin, lightweight jersey for this. I'm not completely impressed with the quality of this jersey because it's very, very thin, which has its place. I think maybe this as a slouchy t-shirt might have worked better. But yeah, this is how we learn. It's not one of my favourites, but still practicing using jersey is always really good anyway. Now again, if you remembered one of my earliest videos, you would also remember this fabric, and I had so much of this fabric, and I made a really long sort of coatigan sort of gown style jacket, which I've absolutely loved, and I still wear it every single autumn without a fail. And I had some more fabric, so I thought I would make some more bits with it, since I still had some, and I decided to make this little cropped bolero style jacket, which I absolutely love. I did also make a matching A-line skirt with this, but I don't know where it's gone. So at the minute we just got this, but it does have a matching cord that goes with it, which, yeah, I mean, is just fab. The one thing I would say with this is that the neckline collar looks a little bit odd, and it is one of those patterns that doesn't have an armhole. It's more of this raglan style, which looks okay on this jacket. It's not one that it's not a style that I generally go after, but it works really well. And I've done a little bit of bias binding on the cuff there. And yeah, I really love this. I think it's great. I think you could wear the cord together, but you could also easily wear the two pieces separately. I think they work really, really well. I think the quality of the fabric just looks really expensive. And again, of course, matching label. But yeah, no, I really love this. This is what the back looks like, again, with the raglan design. I made this using the Simplicity K8849, which is this one here. I haven't made any of the other bits on there yet, but yeah, that is the jacket on that one. But yeah, do really like this, and it's something that I will be pulling out year after year, and yeah. Now, this is definitely my most recent make because I wore this to the Chelsea Flower Show last week. And again, if you saw my last video, you would have seen me talk about this dress. But yeah, this has to be one of my most favourite dresses. I love a shirred bodice. I just find it so, so comfortable. It has an elasticated arm here with an elasticated sleeve. The only thing that's slightly annoying about this dress is the length, because I didn't have enough fabric to make it any longer. But it hits me at about the knee length. But yeah, I love this fabric. It looks so sweet. It's something you could wear even into autumn, really, because of the black background. But yeah, how gorgeous is this? Now, because the viscose, it wasn't the easiest to shirr, and like 2 hours into shirring, I was starting to reconsider my decision, but I managed to do it, and it does look really lovely. It was definitely worth doing. This is actually my second dress made with this tutorial from Jess Dang. The first dress is one that I also wear a lot, and it's this one here. So you can see the show a bit better here because it's not as a busy pattern as this one. But yeah, this is with a bit more of a stiffer cotton. and this one obviously with more with the viscose. So essentially they are 4 sets of rectangles to make this dress. So again, really easy to make. If you don't have a sewing pattern, you need to make something last minute, then it's a great option. But yeah, really love this design of dress. Now this is part of a 2-piece cord that I haven't quite finished just yet. I found this gorgeous knitted knit fabric, but it kind of gives the appearance of a chunky knit. So I really wanted to make a jumper and matching trousers. Now the jumper is cut out, but I haven't actually made the jumper yet. And these are the trousers. So I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see the whole thing, but it is a wide-legged trouser, which I really love. The waist is a little bit big, so I do need to make an adjustment there. It's quite a weighty fabric, I must say. I wasn't expecting it to be this heavy. So just bear that in mind if you do decide to go for a fabric like this, but it does have a really beautiful effect. I will do the waistband again because I just don't feel it's that straight, and it was very difficult to align this fabric because it moves around quite a lot, but the rest of it has been seam matched really well. So yeah, haven't worn it yet because it is a little bit too big for me, but once I adjust the waistline then that will be much better, and I might even reduce the width of the legs just so there's a little bit less fabric and a little bit less weight. But again, first time using this kind of fabric, so really love how this looks. And yeah, I can't wait to make the matching tops. I will update you on that once these are done. And last but not least, I have been after making a sweatshirt for a really long time, and I had this fleece in my stash for a really long time as well, and I thought, do you know what, this is a really good opportunity just to practice, because I had so much of this fabric that even if it was to go wrong it wouldn't matter too much. And do you know what, it turned out absolutely fab. I love wearing this. There are a couple of bits that did go wrong on this, but I still love wearing this nonetheless. I'll pop some pictures up of me wearing it earlier in spring, but I love the colour. You can see this is my favourite colour in general, but yeah, there was a couple of things that went wrong. The zip spacing was a bit off, so I had to do it almost like a bit of a pleat, which doesn't look that bad, but that pleat is not supposed to be there. The sewing pattern also recommends to only put interfacing on this section, which doesn't make this bit stand, but I find that the rest is quite floppy, and I would have also liked a little bit more structure there. So I personally would have put that all the way round. The pattern that I did use for this is the Lindsay sweatshirt pattern, which is from a magazine, but originally from Vicky Sews. So yeah, really nice pattern. I mean, the only part that I think was a little bit difficult to understand was the interfacing. Let's see if I can show you. The interfacing here was a little bit awkward in terms of trying to understand the instructions, and actually there's a bit of interfacing in the middle of this which you can feel, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, not a big issue. We've got lovely inseam pockets here. I love these pockets. Oh, I've got a tissue in there. I love these pockets where you can put both hands in the middle. They're great. And the back has the yoke paneling. Again, probably my fault, but you can see here a little bit of pleating here, which I don't think is supposed to be there. But overall, for my first sweatshirt, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's something that I've worn so much already, and with it being this colour, it's a really nice one as well to wear sort of spring and summer when it's a little bit chillier outside with the winds. I've managed to do some twin stitching on the sleeve. So yeah, I am really proud with how this has turned out. And although this did take me a while, I absolutely love it. So yeah. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I next upload a video. I'll leave a playlist of other videos similar to this one if you would like to see what I've made. And otherwise guys, I will love you and leave you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.